Hi attorneys, how to grow your legal practice. Hey, for younger attorneys and associates, this session is really valuable with a lot of great information for you to understand lifetime client value. No matter where you're at in your legal career, this is valuable for you. But if you're younger, it's going to help you understand how to make more money, how to grow your clients, and how to grow your practice. Clients and attorneys share with me, they never taught me in law school how to grow my legal practice. I want to make more money, have less stress, and have a life. I get it. I've been there. I practiced for 15 years and had to grow client relationships, bring in new clients, develop referral networks. For the last 15 years, I've been coaching attorneys one-on-one, on demand, and working with law firms on how to grow your business development. So I totally get where you're coming from. Down below in the description or comments, there's a link to a free ebook that I put out. Really helpful to expand this topic, but also a lot more information on exactly what you need to do to grow your legal practice. So download that, it's free, my gift to you. Happy to send it your way. Understanding lifetime client value. First, it starts with the fact that we are in the repeat referral relationships business. When you look at where your matters come from and where your new clients come from, it's really helpful to kind of back up and take this lifetime client value idea and concept to heart by saying in that first block there, firms report that 80 to 90% of their new matters come from existing clients. You've probably heard that before. 75% of new clients come from existing clients and existing referral sources. That is so powerful. How do I get new business? Well, there's your answer right there, or at least 75% of it. There's another video I do on exactly that topic. Take a look at that one. I think it'll be helpful for you. In that last box, I was working with a young partner and she was reviewing one of our important clients. And we were looking at how much money they've generated in the last 5 years. She'd never done that before. It was in this current year, nothing. In the prior year, we did about a $50,000 matter for them. The year before that, they referred a client to me that was worth about $25,000 in revenues. And the year before that, we did a piece of litigation for them that was about $50,000. So over the last 5 years, that client was worth $125,000. Current year, they were worth zero. Previous year, they were worth 50. Previous year, they were worth zero, but 25,000 in a referral. So if you think long-term and think lifetime client value, it really makes a difference on how you approach outreach, on how you approach building and curating relationships, because you're taking the long game. Okay, this is big time. I worked with an attorney who in 2021 was responsible for $5 million in revenues. He was a workhorse. He had been in practice for about 30 years, was able to generate and collect 2,100 hours. At his rate, turned out to be 1.26 million. But he was responsible for 5 million in revenues. So that other $3,740,000 was not work that he did, but it was work that he was able to do for his clients. This is really key to understand, even if you're not at the $5 million level. Your clients have usually a variety or a host of legal issues that might not just be your specialty. But as you stay in regular contact with them, as you develop and nurture the relationship, they can begin to consider you as a trusted advisor, both for their own work and also for others that they know, peers and colleagues in the industry, or just friends and family kind of a thing. So let's say he had 6 important clients. Each one he billed out $210,000 that year. That's how he gets to the 1.26. Yeah, but those other 6 clients brought in another $600,000 worth of other work for the firm. And he's so in tune with what the specialties are within the firm. There's about 250 attorneys and other people that he knew, other attorneys he knew that could help his clients with their legal issues. So each client to him that year was worth $810,000. So over the same 5-year period like we looked at before, that's $44 million worth of revenue from each client over a 5-year period. Okay, that's really big time. I know you might not be there. So even if you're thinking, oh, I did $10,000 for my client this last year, and they did send me a referral a year before, and Doug, let me look at that 5-year stretch. This is actually a $60,000 client to me. Let me stop thinking of them as a $10,000 client and think of them as having lifetime client value to me, to you as an attorney. Another attorney I worked with, we were putting together her business development plan. She admitted that, I spend over 100 hours a year outside the office doing a variety of things, but it's kind of random and it's kind of scattered. So we focused on 2 main efforts for her for the coming year. She tracked the time she spent, she tracked what her efforts were, and she tracked the revenues that came in through that. And we designated 50 hours worth of focused, intentional outreach and work business development work that she was going to do in those areas for these 2 goals. At the end of the year, she brought in $100,000. And it was fun to do the math. Oh my God, I dedicated and devoted an intentional 50 hours that resulted in $100,000 worth of revenue. When I'm doing good business development, I'm generating $2,000 an hour. That's way more than I could possibly bill out in that same hour's worth of effort. So business development might be an area where you're able to generate more revenues than if you're just doing more of what you do. So let's talk about you for just a moment. Understanding lifetime client value. Your clients are your wealth over that 10-year period or 5-year period, whatever, if it's a $10,000 a year client or it's an $800,000 a year client, they are your wealth. 85% of your new matters and 75% of your new clients come through these sources. You see how valuable that client is to you? No one can take them away from you. If you happen to move from firm to firm, hopefully you take your clients with you. So those top client relationships, or those mid-level ones that should become top client relationships, really make a difference to you when you think long-term and when you think of lifetime client value. And when you also think of good business development, of ways to grow your legal practice might be worth $2,000 an hour. So somewhat tongue-in-cheek, I say, hey, stop looking for new clients right now. I have another session on how to do that. And certainly you are going to be looking for new clients. But if 75% of your new clients are coming from your existing referral sources and your existing clients, start right there. Wow, I want to get really good with my client relationships. I want to be really complete with the referral networks I know, the Bar Association, the Home Builders Association, the Chamber of Commerce I go to. There's about 4 or 5 of them that I'm kind of active with. Let me get better about that, because that's where new clients are going to come from. Let me get really good at client relationships, because also that's where new matters and new clients are going to come from. So really, if you stop looking right now for new clients, they're going to come, and they're going to come through those efforts. As you find, I'm going to have small wins, develop more confidence. I'm going to have increased activities, less procrastination. Business development becomes something that you want to do and not something that you have to do. Growing your legal practice has a real direct impact on your life, because you're making more money, having less stress, and having a life. As you develop and improve your BD skills, you'll find that you earn more here, most likely, than you do in your billable work. So if you have to do 1,800 hours a year, billed and collected, and you realize you're spending 2,000 a year, so those other 200 hours are spent in different areas, focused, intentional, good business development to grow your legal practice is the way to spend those other hours. It's really going to, long-term, for you and for your clients, it's going to make a big difference in your life. Hope you like this video. So click like down below. Click subscribe to this channel. We're dropping new content all the time, once a week, sometimes more often than that. Get that free ebook. I think it'll be really helpful for you on this topic, but also on a lot of other ways to help you grow your legal practice. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.